Hi, my name is Mark Pasek. I'm the inventor of the LiftAlone, and this is our second instructional video of the day. Here we're going to talk about conduit. Now, as you know, the LiftAlone is sold as kit. You're going to need to supply 6 pieces of 3/4 inch electrical conduit to complete the assembly. We do this to save money in freight and save money in the material costs of manufacturing the product. And this 3/4 inch conduit is a very common material found at all home improvement centers, so I know you won't have any trouble coming up with it. I found the best way to cut conduit is to use a tubing cutter that you get in the plumbing section of the home improvement store. It makes a nice clean cut, and there's no jagged edges. Now, conduit, I've got it, of course, already pre-cut. We're going to assemble the LiftAlone here. The first conduit you need are 2 74-inch pieces for the rear support tubes. Now, as you can see, there's adjustment spacing on the LiftAlone vertical tube here, and it goes to 22 inches. So if you have a 74-inch piece of conduit, plus the 22 inches equals to 96 inches, or 8 foot. So that's one. And if you notice, I put these in first because I have to angle the LiftAlone to give me clearance for the ceiling. It won't go in straight up and down. So that's why that's done first. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the bottom support tubes in. Now, in the case we're demonstrating today, these are 48-inch tubes. That's because we're going to use a 48-inch pivoting table. If you use a 68-inch pivoting table, say for a big sheet of drywall, you're going to need to make these tubes 68 inches wide. Now, after you do several jobs, of course, you're going to end up with different tubes and different configurations. But this is just the initial go-around, the first start. It's easiest to put one tube in, either the front or the rear, first. And then you have a thumb screw here, as you can see. Be careful you don't pitch your thumb like I did. And we put the rear one in place. Okay, now these are ready. Next thing we're going to do is put the pivoting table in place. And as mentioned, this is the 48-inch version. The pegs, of course, go to the bottom. Okay, that's in place. Very important, you have to tighten these thumb screws right away. You're going to want the pivoting table to be secure on the adjustable vertical tubes here, so that when you slide it up, it stays in place. I'm going to move it a little bit. As you can see, we have it on carpeting here, and really suggest if you're working on hardwood floors or tile floors that you get yourself a piece of indoor-outdoor carpeting so you don't scratch anything. Ready to lift the pivoting table to the height we want, and then you put in the linch pins that are supplied. Okay, snap them in place. Now we're ready to lift. Today for our demonstration, we're going to put up a ceiling fan, or at least elevate one so you can see how easy it is to do. Now, a lot of objects you're going to put on here, you're going to need to bungee them so that they stay while it's in vertical position. See, this fan's pretty beat up. It's been used, but it'll serve for a demonstration. Now you get one of your last pieces of conduit, 96-inch piece, 8 foot. Slide it into the pocket, and you pivot it up. So now you can see the fan is in place. You can get on here with your ladder. You have 2 hands free, and you can fasten it to the ceiling. And just that easy, it'll hold any object in place.